Alright, and welcome back, finally, to I Just Play No Man's Sky. It has been a long time, and, you might notice I'm not on cam right now. I'm trying to not think about stuff like that too much. I've decided for a little bit I'm gonna not do the face cam and just focus on the, making the gameplay look interesting, I guess. I don't know. Last time I played, or maybe it was the time before that, I don't know. A while ago I tried to finish one of these milestones, the Extreme Survival, and I spent like the entire episode wandering around a planet I thought was gonna do it for me, and I didn't realize that it wasn't necessarily an extreme conditions planet. So I went and found a planet that'll help me do this. And I've been wandering around it for about an hour at this point. And I'm getting close, as maybe you can see. I got 0.7 souls left to go before I unlock this thing, which is great. Hopefully it gets me something interesting. I'm really looking for better hyperdrives. Maybe that'll be this. I don't know. I've also, in the meantime, been grinding, doing a lot of farming, trying to get a lot of money. I bought a new ship. I finally finished upgrading the last ship, which was one of the last things I did before I walked away from No Man's Sky for a little bit on the stream. But I finished upgrading that as far as like unlocking all of the stupid broken cargo places. And then I found a ship that I liked better, that had more space. I was really happy with having it like a fighter-based ship, but now my new ship is, it's one of the, what's it called? A hauler, which, you know, I don't mind the look of it that much. I liked the other ship better. I was saying to somebody the other day that like I really like the ships that kind of give off a almost Star Wars vibe. Like the ship I had was kind of like a Y-wing with more of an X-wing like front end, and I liked that, but I need more space, and hopefully I can upgrade this engine and fly farther in space. I don't remember what ship I had before that I was able to do that, but ever since I got that fighter I haven't really been able to go more than one, maybe two star systems at a time, which is a bummer, because I'm trying to get to that galactic center, which is like all I have left to do, basically. One of the other things that I'm going to be doing today is, I'm going to go buy a, what's it called? A freighter? Is that what it's called? Maybe. I had enough money at one point to buy pretty much any of the ones that I had seen, anything that's less than like 30 mil. And then I bought this new ship, which cost quite a bit, but then I had to regrind back up. So I've got about 13 million units now. So I'll see what that gets me. And this planet has a lot of these things. I don't know what calcium is used for, but this planet has a bunch of calcium just kind of rolling around. I haven't been totally away from stream. If you haven't watched it, Doug and I have been playing Mass Effect Andromeda. We're going to be playing again this coming Tuesday, so if you want, stay tuned for that. We're probably going to be doing most of the day, like streaming most of the day, provided my internet doesn't shit out on me again, which was a problem we had like 2 episodes ago on the Mass Effect, where we got about an hour into it and then my internet just completely died, and I found out that it wasn't a like connection issue that I was having. It was Comcast in the area had somebody like hit a power line or something like that, and it fucked everything up, which is super unfortunate. But it's been decent at this point. I don't know. We'll see. you'll notice if you have been watching at all that I don't just play No Man's Sky anymore. Like I said, we've done Grand Theft Auto Online, we've done Mass Effect Andromeda, I've got a couple other games that I kind of want to play. I like doing the games that aren't No Man's Sky with friends, but a lot of my friends who I'd like to have on have very, very busy work schedules and stuff, and it's hard to make time between that and other things to get that done. Like, I bought Lego Worlds, and I really wanted to play that, and I got it when I was like the day it came out, and I just haven't played it yet, so now it's been out for quite a while at this point. How much time do I have left? Whoops, not that one. I need 0.4 souls. Alright, well, I'm back by my ship at least, so I can just kind of hang out here, collect the extreme survival stuff, and finally unlock this stupid milestone. It's taken me a month to figure out how to do, which is... I mean, it's just me being stupid, not realizing the difference between, like, a planet that has bad weather conditions and a planet that's considered extreme. I don't know. Yeah, everything is purple. It's a nice... It's a very toxic planet. Extremely so. Which is why I came here. But I've been crafting these shielding plates all day. So, I just have to kind of wait out just a little bit longer, and then I can finally leave and hopefully go buy a freighter. I don't know if there's a massive difference between freighters aside from how much storage space they have. I don't know. I'm very excited to see what freighters are all about. If that's what they're called. I think they're called freighters. It's been a while. I know in some of the forums and stuff they said that you can just like dig a hole and just sit in the hole basically without actually having to suffer through the conditions, but it's just, I mean, obviously for streaming it would be very boring to just sit in a fucking hole and not do anything, so I'm at least moving around for right now. Depending on when the last time you checked in with the game, they have added like exocraft drivable like land vehicles and stuff. I don't know when the last time you saw anything, but I don't think anything else has really been added. They did change a couple things that really bothered me, like when you find a crashed ship, you have to spend money to fix like different what's it called? Inventory slots, which I still to this day complain about when I'm talking to people about it, because it just doesn't make any sense thematically. I know it's, you know, it's a silly game that doesn't need to be grounded in any sort of sense, but when everything else is like, oh, craft this by putting these things together to make, it's like, why wouldn't you just be able to take, you know, iron, iridium, and some other substance, make it a rare substance, make it something that I have to find? But for it to just be like, pay 1,000,000 units and you can unlock this one inventory slot, it's very, very frustrating. .2 souls remaining. I'm getting there. I recently purchased a video capture card with the intention of directly recording at, you know, high quality, you know, like actual 1080p and stuff, and then eventually editing together, you know, like actual Let's Play stuff. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I need to either figure out what I need to do to my current computer, which is like an old Mac Mini, which I don't think is going to be able to handle it, or I need to buy a new computer, which is going to take a little bit, because everything costs money in the real world, and that kind of blows. But I do have plans for this channel to eventually at least have some edited content. Just for me, like, I have a background in video editing. I went to college for it. I just don't ever get to use that knowledge because my day job doesn't, you know, it's retail. And my computer isn't up to spec. I can edit stuff, it's just a matter of capturing it and doing all that stuff. I need to get a better computer, because then I'd also be able to stream directly through it, and I think that's my biggest thing right now with using the PlayStation 4 only to do the streams, is you have no control over where the camera is, how large the camera quality is. You have to use the PlayStation camera. And while these aren't, you know, the worst things in the world, it definitely makes it a little bit more rigid. And it's weird that they don't let you move the face cam and stuff. What else can I move? Hey, I did it. I unlocked a milestone. It didn't come up or tell me anything, which is fine. How much more for the next one? 3 more souls. Ah, there we go. Journey milestone accomplished. Hell yeah. And at least now I've also found a planet that I can easily get this from, which is great. I think now I just want to go talk to Polo, is that his name? And he'll give me some sort of reward. Hopefully it's a what's it called? A better engine, like a better warp engine. Hopefully it's that. Oh yeah, no, the entire intention of the channel was always meant more as a joke than anything else. The idea of just playing No Man's Sky nonstop, like, even I grew out of that really quickly. I like this game a lot. It's just, there's no story, there's nothing to do. I really want to play... There's a lot of games that have come out that I really wanted to play, but then I'll play most of it by myself, you know, before I started streaming. Or before I just started recording anything in general, and I can't go back. Like, I'd really like to do a playthrough of Inside, but I can't because I already know the entire story. I've played it, and like, that's a game that you kind of need to experience with, you know, a fresh set of eyes. I really want to play Resident Evil Biohazard because it just looks like a really good, scary time. And then there's games like, old-ass games, like I really want to play, what's it called? Shining Force, I think it's called. Maybe. I don't remember. I think it might be that. I'd love to play games like that. Old games from my childhood. And the other thing is, I'm not, you know, I don't want to sound cliche as fuck, but I'm not super concerned with a lot of views. It would be cool if I can earn, you know, $10 a month off of doing this so that it could at least cover, I don't know, half the cost of dinner. But this is a hobby, and I just like doing it. I've talked to my friends about making, gaming channels for a while. I'm really into board games, and I'd like to start filming board games, but those take a lot of editing because there's a lot of downtime in board gaming. There's a lot of really fun stuff you can do with it. I mean, the Game Grumps have shown that they can, do board game videos that are just as entertaining as their video games, but it takes a lot of editing. You have to have multiple cameras, and you need like a whole studio space just to do it, which is ridiculous. You should be able to just do it in your bedroom. But unfortunately you can't. Also, I don't have infinite funds. Board games D&D I would consider more of a role-playing game, which it has board game elements, but with D&D you definitely need to have somebody who is controlling the world, basically acting as the engine that creates everything. Board games more like Pandemic, very, very popular board game. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever watched the Penny Arcade guys do a show at PAX called Acquisitions Incorporated, and they don't really do much editing for that. It's mostly just a live show where you have like a multi-camera setup and you just switch between cameras when you want to. But like D&D is a very entertaining game, I think, to watch and to play, especially to play, obviously. But there's a lot of really good board games that capture the same feel. One of the games that I really like that came out last year is called Mansions of Madness. It's set in the Cthulhu mythos, like, with Cthulhu and cultists, and there's all this like eldritch evil, this cosmic horror shit, all the H.P. Lovecraft stuff. And they have a game that is basically, it's like D&D. It's very similar to D&D, except it's all controlled by an app on your iPad or other tablet. And you move around on this randomly, it's not super randomly generated, but it's a board that you build out as you play. And the app basically makes decisions for the game, and it drives the story. It moves monsters. It does, it keeps track of a lot of the stuff that D&D needs the DM for. It's a really good implementation of a part video game, part board game. And that's like I said, it's a very fun game. The problem is the scenarios are rated at 2 to 3 hours now, which, recording for 2 to 3 hours straight, again, leaves a lot of room for downtime. And there's like puzzles in it to solve, and if you're not smart and you're just sitting there for a half an hour trying to figure out a puzzle, that's not entertaining. So like, I'd love to stream that, or at least record that and edit it and stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into that kind of environment, and I would like to get to that point, but I'm nowhere near that. Oh yeah, so I don't think I've done a lot of work on my base since the last time I think I was streaming. I've made it mostly a farm. I took out everything else that wasn't necessary, and now this isn't the most, like, what's it called? Not the most productive farm. It doesn't utilize space perfectly well, but I'm really happy with the way I can get like 6 million units in like an hour, and there's methods that you can do that produce a lot more than that, but for me this is fine. Thanks. If you're not already, please subscribe. and have a wonderful day. Alright. I need my nanites. Fuck. I don't like having like a randomly small amount of nanite clusters, but oh well. That's not where I need. One thing I wish this game added was more expandable storage. Like upgrade the storage so that it can hold twice as much or something like that. I don't know why they capped it at 10 like storage containers. And then each one can only hold 5 different things. But so the way I make money in this game is a combination of spodonium and tamerium, and I make the insulating gel, I think it's called. For me, it yields the best. I used to just make tamerium and lubricant, because on the planet that I'm on with my terminal, lubricant has a very high like upsell. I can sell it for more than it's technically worth, which is great. It just isn't as high. I think even the insulating gel isn't like any better than it would be anywhere else. I don't think it might even have like a negative modifier to it. It still provides me with a lot more return for my investment, considering it also is a lot cheaper to make. It only takes 20 and 20, so I can, basically get 2,000 units or stacks. Fill up my locker so that they're both at 1,000, and then sell it all, and it's about 6 million units. If I, doubled or tripled the space in here to provide more, then I could easily make more money faster. But like I said, I don't want to just focus on farming. How many units? So I have 13,000. I need, like I said, I need to go talk to Polo. Save that first. I think there's a anomaly or whatever that I can talk to. Maybe not. Let's see how much this freighter goes for. This will be exciting. I've never purchased a freighter before, but it'd be cool to be able to have like different ships for different things. Have a fighter specifically for fighting and whatnot. I don't even know how the inventory works on a freighter, but I will find out. How much is your shit cost? $17 inventory slots. I still need almost 2 million. That's not bad. I'll get that very soon if this freighter's still here. I could probably get it right now if I actually wanted to. I would just need to go back to my base and do a lot of crafting. I don't know if it's worth it though. Part of me is always like, oh, what if I just keep saving up and then eventually I'll find a really great one that has, you know, 20 or 30 available slots. But I can't just waste all my time all the time. Like I said, I don't remember. I thought Polo and I forgot the other dude's name. I forgot where they were. They just kind of randomly appear in different places. There's also a weird thing. One, it launches me out of my ship in a very obnoxious way. Two, because I decided to build my landing pad thing up. I wanted it elevated for some reason. I saw a couple bases while watching some videos that were like elevated landing pads look really cool. So I wanted one. Figured out how to do it. Not that it was difficult, but I tried a couple things and it was like, nope, can't place an object there. And I didn't know why. Let's maybe check out this place. But it launches me out every time I get out of my ship. Now that I have like a larger, higher ship, it just launches me and I get hurt every time, which sucks. But also, whenever I get close to my base for like a few seconds until I stop and then continue, it like drops frame rate. Like the frame rate drops a lot. And I don't know why. I looked into it and somebody said that it's like having a bunch of glass. You know, it's trying to render both inside and outside simultaneously. And, you know, the PS4 is not, obviously, like, it's great. And it has a lot of good parts in it, but it's not the best. Not like if I had a computer that I could spec out like crazy, then it probably wouldn't do that. But it's frustrating that a game for a console, I know it's available on PC as well, but it's just always frustrating to me that things don't work well. Like you buy something for a thing and it doesn't work well. Alright, well there is no anomaly here. I'll just go here. Hopefully something good on the other side. See how much this freighter costs. No, it's a Gek. Not that I have any problems with Gek. I just don't see a lot of Gek freighters. Most of the time it's Corvex or, what are the other ones called? I don't remember. Viking, that's it. How much is your freighter, sir? Yeah, see, now I kind of want this one. I like this one. It's got a color scheme that matches my current ship quite a bit, which is nice. It's 18 mil. And it has a little bit more storage. That's a... Oh no, I wanted to look at you. Damn it. Start bunch of people. Yay. Where did they go? No. I feel like this one's different, or am I just going back to the same one? Hard to tell in space. Everything kind of looks the same. No, this might be the same fucking ship. No? That guy looks different. Yeah, this one's cool too. Damn it. I just don't have enough. I haven't noticed when I go to different places if the like freighters despawn and move, or if I mark this place, give it a nice waypoint, if I'll be able to come back and get this ship. I like it. I want it. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. There we go. So this is I'm gonna rename this. I'm not a creative person right now. Sure, Mysteria, I guess. Alright, I'll just go home, see how much units I can get, buy a freighter, and I think that'll do it. Trying to be a little bit more focused in these streams so that they're not just 2 hours of aimlessness. That way I can at least put in the description of the video, completed a milestone and bought a freighter. Boom. That's it. That's all I did. Nice. Okay.
Technology recharge. Product constructed. 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 Product constructed.
I still think that one of the best things that this game could do is allow for bulk crafting when you have enough supplies to make, 50 of a thing. It would be really nice if all you had to do was push a thing that gave you 50, or at least enough to fill, your available inventory. The fact that you have to go back and forth every single time. And when you're making the lubricant, it's even worse because Actually, no, I was making acid mostly, now that I think about it. But when you do need to make lubricant, you have to skip to a different menu. And that's frustrating as hell, because, you know, when you're on a controller, like if I had a mouse, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But the fact that you have to navigate with this, sometimes you are going so fast that you miss it and you make an acid accidentally, and that just fucks up your flow, unfortunately. Need long presses, but nope. Alright. So now I've got 16, or more than that, but that's all I needed was 16. Let's see if I can go back and get that freighter. I'm excited. Okay. No. Yes. Okay. Okay, this is a completely different freighter, I imagine. Let's see what it has to offer. Greetings, Nick. Still a Gek ship. Was this the 18 million one? I don't remember. Oh no, this is 14 million. Well, the other one had 18 slots for 16. This one has 17. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy it. This is my first fucking freighter. I'm excited. I now own a fucking freighter. What do I talk to you about now? Interesting. So now does a freighter show up? Okay. So I just have more inventory, which is good. How many things can I fit into it? That's weird. So there should be, I think, like a space on the ship that I call my own. Back here now. Go through a double airlock. Okay. Oh shit, and I can just build not everything. They need more containers. So you can't build things with windows. I imagine even if I put one of these, it won't let me see anything. Yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I can put terminals and stuff. That's neat. Not that I really need any terminals anymore. Why is there I can't move. Oh my god. Interesting. Previous base? So this... Oh no, this better not have destroyed my base. Oh no. There's things that I needed to know before I did this. I have to imagine that my base is still okay. I hope. Alright, let's go back to my base. And then I'm assuming... I don't know if my freighter just follows me? I don't know anything about freighters. Boy, oh boy, this is exciting. Okay, what should I name? I need a name for my ship, for my freighter. I think it should have the word knife in it, because it kind of has this, like, hatchet piece at the end of it. But what to call it? I'll think of something. Fuck. Goodness gracious, I don't know. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me for No Man's Sky today. I'm thinking I'm going to take a small break, and then I'm going to stream a very exciting game that I purchased. So please, stay tuned for that. But I will see everyone in the next episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. It would be lovely if you did. Check out previous videos. Here's a couple of them. That's exciting. And of course, watch all the ads so that I get that sweet, sweet ad revenue while they still have it available on YouTube. This interesting and potentially draining platform. Goodbye.